Well, hello everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Patty Bennett. Today we are going to have some fun with the Share a Milkshake Bundle from Stampin Up. And since it is St. Patrick's Day, we are going to be making mint chip ice cream and Shamrock Shakes. Well, we're going to make other things too, but I thought that was kind of a fun theme, and it was with some help from my friend Tammy to come up with that title. So we're going to have some fun with the Share a Milkshake Bundle today. If you are watching live, you have found me on my weekly Friday lives. This is Facebook Live Friday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and you might be watching a replay later, and that's fabulous as well. So if you are joining in live, please say hello so that I know that you're here. I'm watching comments over here on my iPad, and I see Shan, Mary, Ann, Marcy, Lynn, Linda, Kathy. Hello, everyone. How are you all today? Oh my goodness, and Christine from Sydney, Australia. That is amazing. Oh, Manitoba, Chile, Manitoba. My goodness, all over the world today. That's exciting. Well, we are just going to give everybody about a minute to find the live feed. So if you're watching a replay, you can just skip ahead. It's not a big deal. You won't miss a thing. We'll start in about 30 seconds or so. Hi, Lynette and Randy in Michigan. Hello, Hope, Donna. Hello, everyone. So excited that you are here today. That is so much fun. We are going to be doing the Share a Milkshake Bundle. So just as soon as we have a few more people hop on the live, I will go ahead and get officially started. In the meantime, I'll just remind you that this is Patty Bennett. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been a demonstrator for almost 28 years. Can you even believe that? That's a long time. And I blog every day at pattystamps.com. So if you are looking for these samples, check it out tomorrow. That would be March 18th at pattystamps.com. There will be a replay of this video, the samples plus some more samples. There will be even more samples on Sunday the 19th because I had too many to share in one post. And if you're looking for these supplies, if you do not have a demonstrator, you can purchase these supplies through my blog, and I have them all listed already today. They're there today. They'll be there again tomorrow. So that will help you if you need to place an order. So let me just catch up. Oh my goodness. Carol, Kathy, Gail, Jean, Diane, Lori, Robin, Regine Ann, that's a beautiful name. Florida, Oregon, Minnesota, Connecticut, Wisconsin, Walnut Creek. My goodness, you're just a few miles from me, Julie. That's fun. And Virginia, New Jersey, San Diego. Hello, everybody. Welcome. All right. I think we are ready to officially start our weekly stamping fun. So today, as you can see, we're talking about the Share a Milkshake Bundle. And when I decided I wanted to use this, I realized that the live feed today would be on St. Patrick's Day. And so I immediately thought about mint chip ice cream. And I thought this turned out adorable. This is one of my most favorite flavors. I love mint chip. And I thought this ice cream cone was just too cute. So that's what I kind of had in my mind. And since my favorite greens are Granny Apple and Parakeet Party, that's what I started with. And I just didn't care for, well, I mean, it's cute, but I didn't think it looked like mint chip. So I just kept trying different greens. I went to Soft Succulent. I did Pear Pizzazz. I think I even tried, this is Old Olive. I tried Old Olive. And then finally, I was looking up in front of me at my ink pads, and I said, well, my goodness, silly me. Why didn't I try mint macaron? I mean, it says mint right in it. And so once I tried the mint macaron, that is what I decided looked the most to me like mint chip. And I know it could, it's just a stamped project. You could do whatever you'd like, right? But I thought this was really, really cute for mint chip. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the mint chip is probably the best option for mint? The mint macaron is the best option for mint chip? I think it is. I think it's super cute. And then for the Shamrock Shake, since it is St. Patrick's Day, I just did a couple of different greens, and I even used, can you see the glimmer paper? It's the in color glimmer paper, so that's Parakeet Party. So I just did several shades of that, and we'll talk about these more in a little bit, but just wanted to give you kind of an overview of the why I stuck with those colors. We'll be talking about this card. I have more cards to show you, but let's look at this bundle. And if you haven't seen it, if you have not seen a Stampin' Up! Mini catalog for January to April, you'll find this bundle on page 12 with some additional samples on page 13. And it sort of gives you an idea how all of these cute little pieces go together. But I know that sometimes it just really takes seeing it to really get it. So I wanted to review real quickly with you. Remember, I've been doing these, I don't know if you call them cheat sheets, or somebody had a really good name for them a couple weeks ago and I can't remember. But anyway, I think these are a really great way to start to understand all the pieces in your bundle and what they do. So this stamp right here, you could stamp just by itself, any color, either die cut it or stamp it on your project, and you will just have a solid goblet shape. You could also use that for a vase, right? You could have flowers coming out of that. But if you pair it with this stamp right here that's next to it, then this is that stamp by itself. But if you pair them together, then you get this really cool kind of a shaded look where you have sort of a darker and a lighter part, but you have all those cute little definitions. You know how a shake cup would be, where the part of the glass is kind of indented. I mean, it's really cool, right? How you could have 3 different ways to use that. And then the same thing is true with the little sundae bowl right here, but I have, instead of stamping it 3 ways, I've just shown you how it looks when you put the 2 pieces together. I think this is really, it's interesting. I think it's a really great way to see how these go together. And I think it's really innovative of Stampin' Up! To come up with that idea, or at least that's new to me. I think it's really fascinating. And then you have the ice cream, or this, I think this could just be like frothy, right? Like whipped cream. You could use it for that. You have these 2 dies, which don't have a stamp. So you just cut them out. They could be any sort of topping. I've done them in early espresso so that it's like a chocolate topping. If they're white, it could be whipped cream. You could do any color for any kind of topping. So that's that. You have these 3 heart dies that don't have a matching stamp. You have a trio of heart stamp that does not have a matching die. So this is why I do this. I like to see what goes with what do we stamp, what do we die cut, and what goes together. So this is what the die looks like when you die cut it for the cone, and that's what it looks like when you fold it up. We're going to talk more about that. There's this fun piece. It's kind of a mesh piece. I could even see using that with our any sort of our nautical, the turtle or by the bay. That could almost be a net. That could be lots of things. There's a straw stamp and die. There is a cherry stamp and die. There's a spoon stamp and die. And I want to show you that really close up. That spoon is actually 2 separate images. So the whole spoon, which is a little bit lighter here, is 1 stamp. And then those 2 little elliptical pieces, that's a separate image. Right there. Oh, sorry for the glare. Right there. And when you stamp that on top of the spoon, doesn't that look cool? It really makes it look like a spoon. So those go together. And then you have 4 greetings. And I love this font. I think this is adorable, super cute. And is that it? I think we went over all of them. So that's how they all kind of pair together. And if you know me, if you followed me for a while and you know how I like to start stamping, I just die cut myself, stamped and die cut a ton of colors and images, all different things. How would they look together? What colors go well together? And then I start creating. And to me, that's just super duper fun. And look, even just in the glimmer paper, isn't that pretty? So it doesn't even have to be stamped. You could just die cut out of just any color. So that's how I started. I just die cut myself, whole bunch of pieces. And then let's just talk about some of the cards that I made. And then we're going to make, I think I have 3 cards to make with you today. So I also have this one and this one. So let's talk about these. So here we have a shake that has the three of the 5 colors of in color glimmer paper. So pretty easy, right? Don't have to do a lot to that. You just die cut. Don't even have to stamp or line up anything. And all of these images, it's this one, right here. Do you see that little, right above my fingernail, that little piece right there, die cuts a slit. And it is so cute so that you could stick the straws or the spoon into that. And I think that is just an adorable little feature. Oh, thank you. Marlene says she loves the assortment of colors I've used. Thanks. Regina Ann says she loves how I organize and prep for stamping. Yeah, that's just how my brain works. I really, really enjoy that. Not a system. What do you call it? A process, I guess you would call it, right? I love that process. And then I put the cherry on there so that I could use that cute little greeting. You're the cherry on top. Isn't that cute? I like this one a lot. And this background, can you see that kind of a crosshatch pattern? That is from those 3 new basic 3D embossing folders. It's part of that release that happened at the beginning of this month, March 2023. It's a 3-pack of embossing folders. And I thought it kind of reminded me of the crosshatch of the ice cream cone. And so I just paired it up with this. I don't know, just fun stuff, just pairing up different ideas. If you were with me last week, you saw me make the watercolor wash backgrounds, and this is one of them. And it was sitting here on my desk, and I thought, well, that's kind of fun. I like that. I'm going to use that with the Shamrock Milkshake ice cream. So, just whatever you have on your desk, isn't it fun to use different things and pair them together? Yes, I said that in earlier, Dawn. The glass could be a vase. Yes, I did mention that. So this one is more of your poppy parade, the pale papaya, the mango melody, and in the background, can you see the little polka dots? Yeah, I think you can see them. That is also from that 3-pack of embossing folders. And for some reason, I just thought the polka dots were super cute with this bundle. And then I really wanted to go with more of the reds. I really liked this combination. Either Sweet Sorbet or Poppy Parade or kind of whatever you like in that realm of a red. And I thought it was really cute with the little piece of chocolate topping on there. And I just punched out some hearts with the gingham paper behind it. And this could be any occasion, right? Really fun. I put it onto a tag. That is from the Taylor Tag Dies. And I thought that was a fun combination of products and colors. Now, this one we looked at kind of in the beginning. This is the mint macaron themed chocolate chip ice cream. And I'm going to show you how I stamped that in just a minute. I'm also going to show you, maybe a little hard to see right here, but I've kind of altered the texture on that ice cream cone. I'll show you what I did with that. And I used, I think it's called Basics Vellum Pack. But the polka dots are one of the 3 patterns in that pack. And again, just somehow the polka dots just seemed fun and whimsical and ice cream parlor-ish. I don't know. That's why I used it in the background of that. And so that's our mint chip ice cream. This is our Shamrock Shake for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm not sure why, but I just felt like the pale papaya and the green was a really cool combo. I don't know that I've used that before, but I thought it was fun and just whimsical and lighthearted. And again, I went with the polka dots. I'm not sure why my mind was so much with the polka dots. Oh, yes, Christine, it would make a great party invitation. Wouldn't that be cute? Oh, thank you. Julie says they all look yummy. Great pairing of products. Thank you. Yes, we did have an ice cream bundle before, Shelley, a few years ago, and I think we had really cute designer paper that went with it, I think. And it might have been a celebration. I don't remember for sure. Oh, thank you. Roxanne says, still learning. Thank you. Robin says, you could have used the cluster of tiny shamrocks in the Lucky Clover stamp as your chocolate chips. Oh my goodness, that would have been adorable. That would just be so cute. I didn't even think about that. So now you've kind of seen where I was headed with some of those cards. We have 3 of them we're going to make together, different cards. Oh, wait, there's one more. Oh my goodness, I just looked over here. Here's another one. And again, with the pale papaya kind of in green and then the, sherbet flavors, sort of, kind of, I guess. I don't know. Really cute. And then more polka dots. I don't know. I was really on the polka dot trend there the day I was making all of these. So let me show you quickly how I made the cute chocolate chip ice cream. We put this straw back because that is tiny and it's going to get lost on my desk somewhere. So I'll show you the polka dot idea. On this one, I used the Parakeet Party, and I think that's a pretty good option for the mint. It's okay, but I really liked when I stamped the mint macaron ink. I really thought, yeah, that looks more like mint chip than this. I don't know though. Really, it's just a stamped card. You could use whatever. Oh yes, the Basics 3D embossing folders. So they were on low inventory yesterday and now they are not orderable. Thank you, Mary. Okay, yeah, they are so popular. Was really a popular item. Here is what I used for my chocolate chips. And this is from Artistically Inked. It's these little dots. Now, you could completely grab a marker and make your little dots with a marker. You can use any little polka dot or somebody said use the little shamrocks. You could use tiny hearts. You could use whatever you want. I just looked on my shelf. I saw that, so I grabbed that stamp. But certainly you don't need to buy that entire set just to get some polka dots. So I used Early Espresso, and I just randomly added my little chocolate chips, and then I die cut it with the matching die, and that's how I made the mint chip ice cream. Very simple, really cute, lots of fun. And I also was thinking that this mint macaron without the chips reminds me of pistachio ice cream, which was my grandma's favorite. And I always just remember her having that. And then I tried it once. I was like, oh, this is really delicious. And then I used to get it too. So I loved that. So anyway, that's the mint chip idea. So I have some pieces here. I sort of had an idea in my mind. I didn't put it together yet, but I wanted to show you some ideas that I had for this card. And I don't know if I'm going to make them mint chips or just leave them green. I have not decided yet. We'll decide here in a second. How's that? So I have a layer. My base card is mint macaron. And I used that 3D Basics embossing folder with the polka dots in mint macaron. And it's just cut down, 1/4 of an inch less. And it doesn't have to be, but that was just the layer that I had. It was already cut down in my scrap drawer. So I want to layer that on top. And then I have this white layer die cut with the decal rectangle. No particular rhyme or reason. I just thought it would be a fun layer. That's all. And then I've got a white layer that I die cut. Hang on. Get that off. Die cut with the scallop contour dies. And I think I'm going to pop that layer up. I love using my foam adhesive sheets, and I keep lots of different pieces in lots of different pre-cut sizes already in my little bin, and I'm just going to pop that up. I just like this better than putting a whole bunch of dimensionals and then picking off all the backings. That just, it's like tedious to me. It's not something I enjoy. So I thought I would use my foam adhesive sheets. Let's see. Now you all want ice cream, right? Yeah, I know. Hey, Shirley, I didn't know you were on here. Love you. So then I've got that stamped as well in the mint macaron. And my idea was to alternate, because I thought that this Orchid Oasis just popped all of that right off the page. And then I thought I would use the spoon on this one. And this die cut was sitting up here on my desk. And so I thought, well, we'll stamp something on there and put it across like that. So that was kind of my plan. And I want to show you a couple of tips when you're layering these. I know there's more than one way to do this. You can do it however you'd like. But when I made my cards, I think just about every one of them, I glued the milkshake glass down flat. And then all of the ice cream layers I popped up, and I used just 1 or 2 dimensionals on the back of each one. And I'll show you, if you start by putting the dimensionals down towards the bottom, and you layer that on, what that does is it leaves this top part loose so that you can tuck your next one in. If you put adhesive up here, you can't get that in. So just a little tip there for you when you're making your various layers, all your colors, whatever colors and flavors you want to make. So I'm just adding the dimensionals down towards the bottom. Now on this last one, of course, you can have them all over because I'm only going to do the 3 layers. I'm not going to tuck a 4th one. Oh, look how fancy that is. Isn't that nice? Okay, so now they're layered, they're popped up, but you don't end up with like triple thickness of dimensionals because the dimensionals are only a single layer under there. And then the spoon, and I think what I'll do is I think I'll put just a little bit of liquid glue back here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. Please hold. I have an idea. So what I like to do with this is, with the Take Your Pick tool or a stylus, I just like to kind of lift this up like that so that I can easily slip either the straw or the spoon into that slot, and I'm not like fighting with it. And I don't want the spoon to go all the way in because I love that detail on that spoon. I don't want to stick it all the way in and have people say like, what's that thing sticking out? I want them to know it's a spoon. Isn't that cute? Super, super, super cute. And then what I love doing with this bundle is take my Wink of Stella, give it a little shake, and then I just flick like this, and it's just putting little sparkles all over. It's so cute. I don't think they show up a lot on camera, but in person, let me tell you, this adds so much. This is just like the best thing to have in your craft room, and just use it a lot. A lot. Oh, good. Robin says, I love those colors together. I do too. Isn't that cute? I love that. So I think, let's see. Well, Celebrate is going to just fit the best on this. So let's just use that one. And I'm kind of wondering about Orchid Oasis. I didn't really have that in mind, but I don't know. I'm thinking that would be super cute. Just the right touch of color. Oh, I think that's going to be adorable. What do you think? Oh, yes. Didn't that? Oh my gosh, that just like, bam. So cute. I have a question for you. I really almost consider Orchid Oasis to be a blue. And I was even typing up a blog post, and I'll show you that card later, where I called this blue. But like right here, to me, that's a lavender. That's a purple. But when I use it on a project, to me, it's more of a blue. Is that just my imagination, or what do you have to say about that? I'm curious what you think. Just wondering. Shan says blue for her. Okay. Thumbs up. Okay, so maybe you all are thinking the same thing. Maybe it depends on what colors you use it with. You know, that could kind of be as well, that depending on the color combo, it might seem more blue versus, in fact, I'll just give you a sneak peek. Sneak peek. I'm going to talk about this at the end. But when I was blogging this card for Sunday, I called this a blue and yellow combo. But it's Orchid Oasis. It really is a violet or a purple, but I called it yellow and blue. So anyway, we're going to talk about that card at the end. I'm just curious. Yeah, depends on the combo. Okay, all right. So that could be. Maybe that is. Yeah, a periwinkle. Exactly, Lori. I agree with that. Okay, a lot of you are agreeing that it does look more blue. I think it does too. I think it does. So there's a one card. We have a couple more to make, so stick around. But I like that. Whoa, does it need some embellishments? What do we have over here? What do we have? Oh, you know, I wonder. I know I have an open pack of these. Hang on. The flat-backed pearls. Let me find my, here they are. I knew I had an open package. Because these being so iridescent, these totally pick up the colors in your project. And, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's, oh yeah, that's so cute. Isn't that cute? I love that. Should I put one on here? Up here? Here? I'm going to put it there. I'm going to be brave. I'm just going to go for it. But these pearls are like abalone. I love that iridescent-y look that they give off. And it really picks up any colors that you're using in your project. Yeah, I like that. So cute. Okay, card one. Yay. Let's see. Patty says, I have to keep Orchid separate from Starry Sky. I get them confused. Yeah, they are very close. And I agree. They do have a blue tone. Oh, yes to embellishments. Okay. My label looks crooked. Oh, my gosh. You know what? Kind of does. Let me see if I can pull it up and... I don't know if any of you do live videos, but I will tell you that crafting with a camera right here in your face and not being able to pull the project down here where I normally would and not being able to look straight down is challenging. So I appreciate that you let me know that was crooked. So I think I fixed that a little bit. All right, thank you. All right, let's make another card. So this one again with the mint chip, but I had an idea that I wanted to try and I thought it would be cute. So I already put this together. And you might be thinking a spoon and an ice cream cone, but I'll tell you, a lot of times I will ask for a spoon if there's too much ice cream and I'm afraid it's going to like start dripping before I can get to it. So yeah, sometimes I do use a spoon in my ice cream cone. So I had this little hello, gosh, it's got sticky on it. I already had this sitting on my desk, so we're going to use that somehow. And I had this piece already embossed. And again, this is with that 3D embossing folder trio, which is now unavailable because it's so uber popular. But if you don't have it yet, you can wait for it to come back. And I embossed it with some paper from, what's it called? Hello Irresistible. So if you think you're seeing some splotches and irregular color, that's why. Is because I just used, it's a leaf pattern. And I thought that was a fun background to use. So we are going to use that as a layer. And when I have an embossed piece, I love to use my liquid glue because when you put it down onto the card base and you press, all of that liquid glue is smushing up into the raised areas and it's helping then to fill in the gaps and hold those two pieces together. Sometimes if you use a tape runner like the Stampin' Seal or the Seal Plus on an embossed piece, it just doesn't have enough of the areas to grab. And so sometimes it just needs that liquid glue. And then this is from, oh, what is this called? Designer Tags, I believe. But what I wanted to do with this was use my blending brush and add a little halo of color. So we're going to go with the mint macaron. And remember, you always get some ink onto your blending brush and try it out on your scrap paper because you don't want some blob or weird something or other to happen. So always try it there. And now I'm going to start in the middle and just go outward. Mint macaron is pretty light, so you may or may not be seeing this on camera, but it is giving me a really pretty, just a glow of color. Real soft, no blobs, just real soft. So I think you can see that color, right? So we just have a little bit of color there in the background. And I'm going to put that on top, and I think I want this one raised. So I may not have enough big pieces, so I'll show you in case you weren't familiar with the adhesive sheets. This is the size that they come. And I have a pair of those Teflon titanium scissors that don't stick, don't get gummy. And what I do is I just usually take a few sheets at a time and I cut them in strips. And I have those in my little container. And then I will just kind of eyeball and measure it. And my husband just walked by and he's not a fan of eyeballing. He likes things to be measured. So he's probably cringing right now. He's like, don't eyeball it. You need to measure it. Well, sorry. Sorry, hubby. He says, I'm forgiven. And then like I said earlier, I like to use those instead of a whole bunch of pieces of Stampin' Dimensionals. Just because it's quicker, and I don't know, I just like that see, that's like a really solid base right there for this, instead of it like having lumps and bumps under there. And then when you put that ice cream cone on, see how you see that little green there? I thought that was cute. I think I like that idea. And I'm going to probably, I think what I'm going to do is put this piece here so that I kind of want it like that. And this had a piece, but I had peeled it off of something. So I'm going to put a new piece. This has been sitting on my desk. I just couldn't bear to throw it away. And I wanted to reuse it. Do I have a little, yeah, a little skinny strip? That'll work. So you don't throw away any of these foam adhesive pieces because they're fabulous. So that's going to like tuck under there. And then I can see just a tiny little bit of my foam sheet. So I'm just going to push it back in. Just encourage it to go away. So there's that one. I think that's cute. I love all the shamrock mint chip colors happening here for our St. Patrick's Day cards. And we need embellishments, don't we? Oh, thank you. Patty says it's cute. Lori says, appreciate all your tips and tricks. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the color choices and palette. Thank you. Yeah, May 1st. Yep. Kudos to... Oh, thank you, Lori. You are so kind. All right, so what embellishment are we putting on here? Any of these? You know what? What if we take... I'm going to grab Soft Succulent. I'm going to see about coloring. And I know that's not showing up a big difference on camera, but in person, this Soft Succulent marker is taking away some of the blue of these iridescent pastel gems. And I'm going to see how that looks. And we don't have to use it if it doesn't look good, but I think it's going to look really pretty. Oh my gosh, look at that. That just matched like 100%. 100% match. That's beautiful. In person it is. You have to trust me. That's really cool. That's a great look. I love that. I love altering my embellishments and my gems because you don't always have the exact color that you had in mind or that would be ideal. All right, so there's a couple of our mint chip and Shamrock Shake projects. Thank you. Shirley says she loves the way I present things. I'm understandable. Thank you. What's the dark green scoop behind the mint? Oh, this one was Soft Succulent. That happened when I was trying out all the different greens that I was mentioning in the beginning, trying to find the perfect shade for mint chip ice cream. And I had tried the succulent and I thought it was a nice little accent to be behind there. It makes those lighter colors just pop. All right, let's see, anything else? Yeah, foam adhesive sheets. They're oh my gosh, I have so many packs of those. They're like my cryptocurrency. All right, we have one more fun card to make together. Then I have 2 bonus projects. And there's stuff in here that I wanted to share with you. Just wanted to give you some ideas. When I was creating, I was trying all sorts of different things with the ice cream scoops and with the, what do you call this? A milkshake cup, a glass, a goblet, or whatever you want to call it. So I just wanted to show you that, see, this is a piece of designer paper. And just stamping on that gives you some background colors that show through rather than white. One of them I used right off of this end here. tone on tone is another way to do it. Lots of different ways. And then, of course, I already showed you using the glimmer paper. Just die cut yourself a whole bunch of different pieces, and then you'll have lots of options to use. But I wanted to show you tips for this ice cream cone. So when you just use, to me, crumb cake is the perfect color for the ice cream cone die. Here's the die. It's this piece. So when you place this die on your crumb cake and you run it through your embossing or die cutting machine, this is what you get. I'll let that focus a minute. So do you see how it has the crosshatch patterns on it? And it looks like an ice cream cone, right? That looks, to me, it looks like a sugar cone. But, you know me, I always have to try something different. I put that piece in this crosshatch Basics 3D embossing folder, and I know now it's sold out. It was on low inventory yesterday. Sorry, it's sold out. It's coming back May 1st. But can you see the additional crosshatches in that? Maybe if I put them side by side, that will help. So the one on the left has additional crosshatches in addition to what the die itself does. It's just something fun. It's just a different way to look at your supplies, think about using things differently. And I just wanted to show you that because I don't know if everybody's brain is as imaginative. It's crazy. Well, I'm not crazy. You know what I mean. I don't know if everybody thinks the way I do. But anyway, just an idea. Okay, you can see it. Great. And I just want to show you a tip. You really need to, when you fold this up, you need to fold the right side in first and then the left. The reason is, can you see that that is just a little shy of the fold line? And then this piece overlaps a little bit. If you try to do it the other way, this doesn't close because this piece is longer. And trust me, it took me a couple of ice cream cones to figure this out. I guess I'm a little short of a full scoop here. But anyway, once I figured it out, I was like, oh, well, duh. Yeah. Okay. So right side first, left side second. And there you have your perfect ice cream cone. Couple more tips. I like to take one dimensional, put it right there, and then close it up. Because what that does is it gives it lots of dimension. You can see just by the shadows there, you can see that, right? If you want to go a step further, take your blending brush or a dauber, either way. This is soft suede ink. And just kind of lightly go over your edges. And it will give it quite the nice 3D shaded effect. And I think that looks great. I love that. Really, really cute. Just a nice little extra added touch. And if you're wondering, since I didn't actually do one of the cones, let me just get a couple of the ice cream pieces out and show you. So when you go to tuck them in, you have lots of choices. You could like do this and alternate and like really stack it up and make it hang over. You can tuck it in this way and put the second piece back here. Lots of different ways. So experiment with that a little bit just to see what you like. And once you sort of get a feel for like, okay, I like that. And then maybe I'm going to tuck this one in. Oh, look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm going to put that one in the back. Then what I did was I just kind of held on to it and I started tucking dimensionals or putting my glue behind there just so that it would stay the way that I liked it. So I'll show you what I mean. So if you just take a dimensional And you stick one back here. Now you've got those two layers together. And then I'm going to put a dimensional, put a dimensional behind this. And then put that layer back there. So now they're all stuck together. And I didn't have to start over from scratch. I think that's super cute. Look at that. Now I have to make a card with this one. That's adorable. So cute. So cute. So there's your tips about the ice cream cones. And then where was I going with all this? I don't know. I guess I was just sharing tips. All right. So now I have one more card that we'll make together. And then I have those 2 bonus cards to share with you. So don't go away. Let me know if you're enjoying this. Can I get some thumbs up or hearts if you're enjoying seeing how all of these pieces go together? Alicia says, is the Country Bouquet Heart Punch going to be available again soon? Yes, it is. I don't remember the exact date, Alicia. I believe it is in mid-April, like April 17 or something. But I just used the regular hearts on this. We have the Heart Duo Punch, and I just used that for these. So you can still use that heart. You don't have to use that new one. Oh, good. You are loving it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Robin says you are able to visualize different possibilities when you're crafting. Oh, good. Glad you are liking the tips on the cones as well. Awesome. All right. So we're going to just put this card together. It's kind of in my mind. I don't have it solidified, but let's see. So I used Sweet Sorbet cardstock, a regular size card, and I cut off, is it an inch or inch and a quarter? Inch and a quarter off the front flap. And then I have a white, basic white that's trimmed down by 1/4 of an inch. Put that on the inside. And I have, oh, I should have glued this first because this is too long. So I need to trim this to 5 1/4. I meant to stick it on and then trim it, but that's all right. We'll do it that way. So then I wanted to put this here. Love you. See you later. Hubby is off to the dentist, so just telling him, see you later. And then I thought the blue would be a fun color combo. I was going to have this kind of hang off the edge like that. And then I was going to do the blue and the pink and the poppy as my color combo. So that was kind of my idea. And I still like it. I had this sitting over here for a few days, and so I just had to remind myself, was that what I was thinking? That is what I was thinking. So a piece of the blue gingham. Something about red, white, and blue. I don't know. Do you love it? I always love red, white, and blue. Now I'm only going to do adhesive on part of this because I wanted it to hang off the edge. Like that, so that when you open it, see, isn't that cute? That's just a little bit, just something different, right? I wanted to make sure that it did that. And we'll add, just like we did on the other cards, we'll put the milkshake goblet or glass, or I don't even know. Is there an official name for that? Let's see, we're going to do, no, I think I'll do this on top. Yep, and that in back. Is there an official name for it? For a milkshake goblet glass? I don't know. It could be whatever we want, right? This is just a world of crafting and creating. So that is Sweet Sorbet stamped. Wait, no. That might have been... Yeah, that's Sweet Sorbet stamped off. And this is Poppy Parade. It's a cute combo. Just fun, whimsical. Isn't that a cute combination? I really like that. But then I die cut these pieces that, remember I showed you in the beginning that those could be chocolate toppings, or they could be any toppings that you want, or they could even be whipped cream or whatever, right? They can be anything. So I'm going to put those on just for a different look, just to show you what that piece is like when you put it onto your card. It's cute. Oh, you know what I should have had is a cherry on that, because that would have been adorable. So I will, oh, you know what? There might be a cherry in here. Let me see. Did I have one already cut? Oh, I don't. Okay, I'm going to have to add a cherry later because I think that's going to be super duper adorable. I think what I did find in here, I think we're going to do double straws on this one. So again, just kind of open that slit up, make sure that I can get those straws in there. And I'm just going to put some glue here so that I have a blue straw and a red straw, because this is called Share a Milkshake, right? So how could you share a milkshake unless you have 2 straws? So they're so cute. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I didn't have a greeting ready for this one. Life is sweeter with you. That would be cute. Life, oh, we'll put that on the inside. Life is sweeter with you. Oh, right? That's cute. And probably I'm thinking Poppy Parade. You know what? I'm just going to be safe. I always like to stamp and test it. Oh, it's perfect. I always like to test it out before I stamp right on the... Oh, excuse me. I need to stand up and look straight down because you know I did it crooked before. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bump the camera. Adorable. Oh my gosh. So cute. So much fun. Aww. Life is sweeter with you. I love that. So there's the 3 that we just made. And we can go back and look at the ones I showed in the beginning. And then I have 2 more to share with you. So let me know, what do you think? Do you love this bundle? I love this bundle. I was actually pretty afraid that it was going to sell out right in the... Oh, I meant to put this ribbon on this card. I wonder, hang on. I wonder, I was going to put it all the way around, but I wonder about just putting a little bow up here. We can take it off if we don't like it. I just saw it sitting there and I was like, oh no, I forgot that one. This might be a little much on this card. I might cut this off, but we don't know until we try, right? What was I saying? Darn it. I was saying something. I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Let's see. What do we think? I don't know. I think it's a little much, maybe, but it's okay. We'll leave it. It's cute. It's got lots of cuteness power. All right. So we're going to look at all these adorable... Oh, I was saying that I'm super surprised that this Milkshake Bundle didn't sell out like immediately because it's just so cute. But I hope that just means that Stampin' Up! Ordered like a billion. Oh, keep the bow. Okay, we'll keep the bow. We will keep the bow. So those are the cards that I kind of originally had as my idea for today's post, our mint chip and our Shamrock Shakes for St. Patty's Day. But I have those other two cards that I wanted to show you. Let me just be a good girl and put this back, because if I don't, something's going to pop off of here and get lost, and I'll be sad. So any questions on these before we flip over to those last two bonus cards and I let you go? Because, oh my gosh, it's been almost an hour. I swear it feels like 15 minutes. It's just the most fun hour of my week. Oh, Kathy, I hope this carries over into the new catalog. Wouldn't that be great? I hope. I hope it does. It's just such a cute bundle. So any questions on these before I show you those other two cards and a couple of other tips? Thank you, Christine. She says, I love your color choices. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to go bright, but not overboard bright, like just fun. These totally need Wink of Stella. What other one did I miss? This one? And what was the other one we made? Oh, this one. Oh, but I did that one. Yeah. So we're good. That's what stamping is all about. Time flies. Oh, right. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. All right. I'm going to stack these up so that we can talk about those last two cards. Oh my goodness. I just love this bundle. The cuteness, the prettiness, the fun. So I wanted to show you these. These two cards here, because I used the die cut for the ice cream cone, and I stamped from Full of Love, I stamped this image, and from Amazing Year, I stamped this image. You can see them here. So that's what they look like when they're stamped. I colored them with Stampin' Blends, and then I just used my paper snips to fussy cut them out. And then when you fold up the cone, you just tuck them right in. And I thought this was adorable. And I wanted to show you, this is a really good example of where using that extra embossing folder, the crosshatch one, for this instance, it takes away the ice cream cone look and it made it look more like paper or a wrapper, something that's been, wrapped up in the florist. So that's kind of why I was experimenting with the embossing folder and the ice cream cone, is because I wanted it to have, see that? All those little cross hatches. Yeah, then I thought that looked less like an ice cream cone and more like something that you just picked up from the florist. So I just wanted to show you those. And as I mentioned in the beginning when we were having our debate about Orchid Oasis, and I called this yellow and blue on my blog, but it definitely is an orchid color. But to me, I don't know, it's still like a yellow and blue to me. And I thought that was really pretty. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to show you, sorry, I am talking like 9,000 miles an hour, is see these little flowers, the resin flowers? I wanted to use those. Let me find them over here in my stash. Hang on. Fun flowers. There was not a color that matched perfectly for my project, and so I just took my Poppy Parade Stampin' Blend marker and colored some of the orange ones. You want to pick a color that's pretty close, and then you can alter it easily. Like I wouldn't try to make the blue ones look red because that just wouldn't work. But I just colored on top of the orange and then I put them in, sprinkled them in, and I thought that just looked adorable. We have the radiating stitch dies on the outside of this one, as well as on the yellow piece here. And this is from Regency Park. This is from Regency Park. And then the blue, well, the Orchid Oasis scalloped piece is just from the In Color 6x6 paper stack. And I added butterflies to that one. So there's a bonus idea for you, thinking outside the box, beyond the ice cream cone. Maybe that's what I should have titled my blog post, Beyond the Ice Cream Cone. But these will be on my blog March 19th if you need more information or you want to pin them to your Pinterest board or copy them, whatever you'd like to do. You'll be able to see those on Sunday, March 19th. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Way too much fun this week. So much fun. I love them. Let's see. What questions? I'm just going to look at questions. Use the new print vellum. I did on this one. Is that what you mean? The printed polka dot vellum? Let's see what else. Thank you. You like these. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Christine says, when you get your catalog, how do you choose what you order? Simple, Christine. I order what I love. I learned this early on, that if I forced myself and I bought things that I was like, well, I don't know, I might use this. I just don't end up using it. And I don't love it. And my enthusiasm doesn't come through. And like, you can see how prolific I am when there's something that I love. And if I buy something that I don't really love, then I just sort of sit here and stare at it. So yeah, that's my secret. Buy what you love. And, excuse me, hang on, let me just have a quick sip of water. Sorry. What I was going to add to that, Christine, is that, and you might say, well, okay, but I love 2/3 of the catalog, but I can't spend that much money. So I understand that as well. And I don't buy every single thing that I love. I buy what I love the most. And then down the road, if I still love something, I might buy another few bundles. But think about the things that you want to create with that make you happy. Do you love flowers? Do you love animals? Do you love hearts? Do you love the beach and nautical? Like, what kind of a theme do you love? Start with that. If you're doing any classes or stamping with friends, think about what they might like and what you'll use for that. So that's kind of my advice on that. Oh, vellum for the paper wrappers. Thank you, Robin. Yes. Let's see. Yes, that's a good idea, Lori, as well. You can do a poll or have your customers vote what they would like to see you use. Thank you. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, the newsprint. Yes, thank you. I get it. The newsprint vellum would have been perfect on those. Yes. Thank you. All right, everyone. I so appreciate you joining me today. I'm so happy that you enjoyed these. I hope that you'll have fun with this bundle. I think just anyone would love these cards, so cute, any age. And don't forget to make your little cheat sheet so that you have a handle on what all the pieces do. If you need to purchase any of these, pattystamps.com is where you want to go. I have all the supplies on my blog today. And don't forget about these. I've been showing you these. These are such a good reference. When you get a new bundle, get your creative juices flowing by making yourself one of these little cheat sheets so that you can see what all the pieces do. And I promise you, it will really help you to understand all the parts and to use them. How many times do we look at a set when it retires and we think, oh my gosh, I only mounted 2 of those stamps. I only used 2 of the stamps. This way, you're going to use them all and they'll be in your head, and I think that you'll really enjoy creating more with your bundles that way. And let's see. Yep, St. Patty's Day. We're very non-traditional. We usually like go get Mexican food or something for St. Patty's Day. It's not a big thing at our house. You're welcome, everyone. You are so welcome. I'm so glad that you enjoyed everything. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hop over to my blog so that you can pin these to your Pinterest boards. If you need catalogs, you can request them there. If you need more information about joining Stampin' Up, if you need to place orders, all of that is available on my blog. I thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful day and weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.